Hey y'all, it's Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today. For this video, we're going to be doing a flip through of my 2026 reading journal so far. Alright, so you guys know the drill. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below and tell me in the comments, are you keeping a reading journal this year? And if so, how's it going? So this is, I don't even know how many years into my keeping track of my reading through a reading journal. I tend to come off and on with it very often. So far this year, it has been very hot and cold whether or not I'm staying on top of it, but I still thought it'd be fun to do a flip through of the spreads I have done so far this year. And without further ado, let's jump right on in. So first off, have my year in review spread. I usually am always really hesitant to make these, but I actually have been using it this year, so proud of myself for that. Then we have my reset processes. I've been very up and down on my monthlies, but I've actually really liked having this place to track all of this stuff, especially when it comes to like pet medicine. That way I can always try to keep it around the same time of the month. Some of these I do better with than others. Actually, looking at this, I just went through and cleared out my paper tray, so I can mark that for the month. Unfortunately, when it comes to habit scores, I've not used this at all. I really liked the idea of this, but I fell off using my habit trackers pretty quickly. I love the idea of habit trackers, and I always will use it for like a week steady, and then I never touched it again for like a month. And my reading goals so far this year, I have read, I think at this point, 93 of the 160 books I want to read. I have closed out 6 series of the 10 I would like to close, read 5 out of 12 nonfiction books, and 5 out of 6 doorstoppers. So we're doing pretty good across the board on my reading goals. Then when it comes to my 10 books for 2026, I have read 3 of them. Wish I'd read more, but I am hoping to get to these 3 here soon. So that'll be some progress if nothing else. I haven't really decided on any official best books for the year yet, so that's why this is staying blank. This might be something I'll work through at the end of the year as I'm figuring out what are my best books from 2026. Then we have my 2026 at a glance. This is mostly stats. It's very helpful whenever I'm filming my wrap-ups. And shockingly, I do still like this collage style. I kept waiting for myself to hate it, but hasn't happened yet. We've got my genres and pixels. I've really been liking this one this year. Obviously, my best months are way out there by comparison to down here, but this also kind of gives me an extra little bump to try and read more every month, which is unexpected, but amusing, and at least it's working. Then for my horror bingo, this closed out in October, and as you can see, I only have 3 books left. I'm really proud of myself for this. Next up is my Reddit fantasy bingo board. I have made a bingo on 2026 board, but I'm still trekking my way through on this one. I do want to try and pick up the pace on it a little bit. I feel like I've been neglecting it as of late, so I need to try and read more fantasy, especially after doing my stats for the year and seeing I've only read 6 fantasy books. That's a crime. I need to pick this up. Then I officially closed out my first saving money bingo board for the year. For every prompt, I need to read a book off of my own TBR, and then once I get a bingo, I'm allowed to buy a book. I've actually been really great about this so far this year, and in fact, I think I still have like 7 bingos saved up, so like most of these can still be used. I do need to start a new board and put one in over here. Then we have my books hauled for the year. So in January and February, I hadn't hauled anything. March, only a few. April, when mental health wasn't doing so great, I did do a little book shopping with me vlog. In May, I bought the Geek Squad pick for June. And then I also had to buy a copy of Headlights for the CJ Lead event. At that CJ Lead event, I couldn't resist myself, ended up buying a few more books from half price. I've got book clubs, so for my Geek Squad thus far this year, doing pretty solid. We got a bunch of 4 stars and 1 5-star. On this side for the Book Dragons book club, I really was hoping I would jot down a few thoughts in this, but that has yet to happen. We have picked our next book club pick, but of course I did not write that down yet. And then jumping into my monthly spreads. So I will say this layout for the month has been doing pretty well for me so far. Like I said, I did have my habit tracker for the first 2 months. I also had a gratitude log, which I do really like having this. I'm not the best at updating my journal every single day. So I fall behind on it and then it ends up not getting done. So as you can see, January, we started off super strong. Book spread for the month. I did also like doing my pages red graph again. I do think I want to try and pick this back up once more. I do also like having these little recaps so I can very easily flip back and see, you know, what was my best book, what was my worst book, what were my stats overall. Then we had Winter Ween. And on this side, diving into just some regular entries. I also like pasting in different stuff that I've gotten. So like this was a new type of wine I really ended up liking. This was a cute tag from something I bought. A leaf that I thought was pretty from a hike Josh and I took. This was a funny candy that my mom brought me back from Canada, maybe? I want to say it's Canada. These little quotes that a restaurant passes out whenever you leave. And then diving into February. As per usual, I mean, gotta do some sort of like a heart pink-ish theme. Although I guess this isn't really so much pink, it's more purpley. Still did pretty okay with my habit tracker and gratitude tracker this month. Unfortunately, I did not read a nonfiction book in February. And this was the first time that I kind of thought I'd try this out, sort of like a junk journaling-ish thing where it's more like what's the word I want? Where it's more of like a collage from stuff we did throughout the month. So like this was one from some arcade thing. Josh gave me this sticker that he got for free at Dutch Bros. Went to a Valentine's haunted house. And then this was a card my mom gave me. You'll also see occasionally just very random stickers. Usually if they're looking kind of rough, that means my niece or nephew gave them to me. Tried out a new dessert place, and then Josh also gave me a subscription to Scentbird. So I tried out a few different perfumes and kind of pasted in the ones I liked in here. I got this funky calendar from Half Price Books, but it also included coupons. So I cut out the coupons and then I cut this part off and I really liked the art on it, so I decided to save it. And then we have March. I don't really know what I would say this theme was here, just like blue, I guess. Which, given the fact blue is my favorite color, I do have a lot of blue stickers. Then here you can see, like I said, I definitely start to fall off on my habit tracker and my gratitude log a little bit more and more. March was March Manga Madness, so my book spread is even more filled in than normal. Then I have my recap over here. Also, unfortunately, because of March Manga Madness, I started into a bunch of new series, but that's okay. I've been really enjoying those series. It's also March Gladness for my university, so they sent out some free sticker packs to alumni, and I just kind of tossed some of those in here. We went to another haunted house. This one was a tag-based one, and for once I didn't try to stay alive. I wanted to actually try and collect all of the stickers, and I got 4 out of 8, I think, so I didn't do too bad. A lot of times, if they see you have a sticker on, they won't smack you with another one. Here's my book spread continued when I ran out of room on the other one. Then kind of another collage, got a little letter from my nephew, and then Josh and I went to a state park. So I cut up the map and put it in here because we've been there a million times, so I didn't really need to keep the entire map. And we ended up doing this one trail. This was actually something from the other side of the map that I thought was really pretty, so also decided to just paste it in here. Then we dive into April, and my theme was just sort of like florals overall. And we dive back, this washi tape is here because the first time I put March. So I figured washi tape and just cover it up. I don't remember why this happened. I think I accidentally flipped to this page, but this was the sticker that was on the back of my phone and it was peeling off super bad. So I finally just gave up and took it off, pasted it in here with another layer of tape over it to kind of protect it so it doesn't get any worse. April was when my mental health was especially terrible, so gratitude log was probably not completed as much as I should have been using it. Probably would have been really helpful to use it then, but like I said, I go through waves with my reading journal. Also had a relatively rough reading month if you look at my ratings on this one. Yeah, my average rating was 3.56, so definitely on the lower side. It was also Ren Fair season, so we got a card for this one woman who was a musician that went around and played in the aisles, and she was very sweet and talked to us for a while, so I wanted to keep that in here. And then poor Sam lost a whisker. Another card for an act we saw, which was a guy who was a wildly inappropriate poet, and it was absolutely hilarious. Another little compilation of things here. This back part was actually something that I colored myself, and I didn't super love it, but I felt like the colors would work well with my journal. This was a little piece of a pirate map that a kid at the Ren Fair ran up and gave me, which was so sweet. We did a trinket trade, and he gave me one of those as well. It was adorable. This was on Pirate Weekend, so it was especially on theme. Hopping into May, sort of same thing. I think my theme here was just like purple, I guess you could say. More specifically, just like washi tape. It's not my favorite, but I've been trying to use it up for years. I will say how filled in my book's red page looks though. Very satisfying. Again, gratitude log. I want to bring this back. This was a wedding invitation for some friends of ours that unfortunately got covered in coffee. Another little compilation of things. This was a card from artists that I bought some earrings from. A drawing my nephew gave me, and then some like random stickers I got for free. This was me and my brother and a friend at my nephew's birthday party. And then of course for June, it's Pride Month, had to do a rainbow theme. Honestly, I set this up and then I pretty much didn't touch my journal for the rest of the month because I felt like I was too focused on reading, which is why my book's red page is so filled in. This was when I was doing my 10,000 pages in 10 days. And looking at this is a little overwhelming. This is why I like to space these out if I can, but it's very filled in, which is great. I do really like how the recap page turned out though. And then when we went to Half Price, they were doing a summer reading challenge. So I figured I'd take one of the bingos and kind of start working my way on it. Went to another haunted house. This one was for midway to Halloween, I believe. Wristband from the CJ Lead event. And then again, a collection of stickers that I got from my niece and nephew. And like I said, I didn't touch my journal again until July. Literally. Obviously, Winterween happened this month, so I really wanted to do a combination of like summer meets ghosts, which is kind of how we got this. And I will say, I do like it. I think it comes together pretty well. But because I went so long without using my reading journal is also why I was pretty simplistic with my spread for the month. So just my entry page, books read, and then my recap here. I've also been really trying to not doom scroll whenever Josh and I are watching TV. So I've been picking up coloring again. He got these like really nice acrylic markers. So that's what this was. So it doesn't fold nice and easy. And actually, I've been doing rather well so far this month at journaling almost daily, even if it's just a little something. I ordered some more perfume, so this was on the packaging. And that's it so far, folks. Still got some time, still got the rest of the year. Very intrigued to see how this goes. Here's hoping I do continue to stay on top of actually journaling day to day. It is definitely better for my mental health. I also just feel like I'm more productive when I'm on top of my journal. So I would love to actually keep picking it up. But anyway, on that note, that's officially it for today, y'all. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, let's leave a pen emoji down in the comments. I've got links to all of my socials, as well as a few ways you can support me down in the description. I come out videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Love you, bye!